only FAMAS, low utility on nades as well. So this is still really around where a lot of pressure is still on Titan to perform. Otherwise, they could be in a really bad way with a money reset.
Smith doesn't have that op, but is still willing to post up there at long A and try to spot some players out. Got a bit flashed, was looking for some dinks, doesn't find any. Angel will open up the round, bringing down a Maniac, and that's over towards the sandbags. And I think Shox actually gets tagged up through those boards as he was jumping off out a window.
Yeah, that or he messed up and took damage on the fall.
Yeah, might have hit
really
the water.
Catch it. Either way, tough to lose a player like that for free with no ability to trade back. And now RPK trying to challenge, knowing he has to try to bring numbers back. With Dozia just sitting in the construction, he and Angel have just been able to pick off people picking sandbags, basically, and winning duels. And this is still important for Titan because they're basically double saving if they lose this. And it's already looking like they will. They only have 2 left.
Yeah, Adrian gets a nice shot onto Existence, who wasn't quite able to connect. Only hit him once there in the chest, bringing him down to about 74. Angel again going to strike. He'll find Shox, who was that player that had rotated down to B after the sandbags player was deceased. The bomb going to go down here in the site. Smith's up at A, where he started his round. He will finish the round. Value flashbang, $200, and he'll try to stay alive. Doesn't want the AK, surprisingly.
Yeah, and like I said, this is double save territory here for Titan. I mean, they're only going to have 1,900 coming in next round, and only 2,400 the round after that. So in reality, to be able to ever get an op out and play, or to really have a full comfortable buy, they pretty much have to sacrifice a couple of rounds, and that's just going to let HellRaisers continue to build a pretty solid lead here on the T side of Overpass. So this is, I mean, it's still early, but it's already spiraling out of control here, and Smith looks like he's going to get caught.
Yeah, oh, it's actually Adrian getting some damage through the tree, but it's Mo from the other side that will bring down Smith, so not even able to save. You can see there, money completely collapsed from under Titan. HellRaisers should have a very easy round on their hand. I don't think Titan will even upgrade a pistol on this round, so it is the full eco.
Right.
They proved me wrong. 3 P250s come out.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess they
4.
could. No.
Oh my God, they're forcing.
Wow.
I don't. This is
now
dangerous.
Like, if they would have not bought anything, I actually miscalculated.
Someone
a bit,
call Kenny Loggins, because this is the danger zone for Titan.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm actually miscalculated. They actually probably could have bought something next round. They just would have took a full complete save. They would have had a couple of guys in the high 4K, like low 5K region. But now, I mean, they've P250'd armored up, and if they lose this, I mean, yeah, it's definitely like basically a double save, despite the fact they do have, something to work with this round, but it's not a whole lot. And they're once again kind of gambling on a stack on the B bomb side as they had done in the anti-eco rounds. And yeah, I mean, HellRaisers are playing it smart. They realize the situation. I mean, they're playing discipline here. They're not going to, fall into a trap.
Well, based on what you saw from the force-up rounds, the second and third round of the half, they're like fully expecting a stack on one of these sites. So they want to do their due diligence, gather that information, and not run into a trap. And they might not be expecting this force buy, but I think they've heard that 5-7 ring out. So that's maybe kind of changing HellRaisers' thought process on this one. They were already taking it slow, and now they're going to start to swing back towards B.
Yeah, that is where the stack is on Titan. So, I mean, this could in fact work out, but they have to hit some key shots here.
There's only 3 of them here, though, right? And Shock's going to move, and that smoke dissipates. Oh, but Shock's close with the 5-7. We'll get one. The trade is made by Angel. RPK at the barrels. He's going to peek out, find a lot of people very, very blind, but unable to capitalize. Existence, flanking in there from behind. He'll finally be cleaned up by Kucher. That leaves a 3-on-1. Smith's again pushing a smoke, trying to be unpredictable, but Doja will shut him down.
I don't know about that. That was real risky to just force buy.
Yeah, might as well do it again at this point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can buy P250 no armor here and still wind up with the same situation next round. I mean, it's just $300, but when you add that extra investment of armor and things like that, I mean, that's really just going on tilt almost. I mean, I really would have just rather see them save, and just like they really haven't had a full comfortable buy yet. Like if they ever wanted to incorporate the op, they've never really been near the economy to do so this entire game so far. And this round could have been that round. They finally got it out and tried to put a halt to HR, but HellRaisers just really fast beat here.
Oh, Shocks.
Oh, that was a nice one, Deeg.
Almost had a second one there. Adrian didn't quite peek him far enough. Shocks a little off target. We started this round off very, very strong, but you would still expect HellRaisers able to claw their way back into this one. But, I mean, I guess the Deagle is still up on the board. It can get very scary. Existence will find another. Things are about to all fall onto Angel, or not. Adrian going to bring down 2. Angel found the first one, and they will survive. And they did better on that one without armor than they did on the last force buy.
Yeah, we finally are seeing Titan get pretty much their first comfortable buy of the game, despite the fact it took a long while to get there, already down 6-1. But I mean, they have full utility armor and M4s across the board, a couple of kits in play as well. So this is like the one round where Titan can really finally show us what they have on the CT side. And we do see them, I mean, they're committing 3 to the B bomb site. Typically, you have kind of a 2-1-2, like one rotator that is somewhat leaning towards B, but they're committing so heavy at B. And in fact, they're getting aggressive and pushing in the construction this round with a couple of players. So a little bit more aggressive on their setup, and we'll see if it pans out as the B hit comes in.
Well, you'd think it would, right? HellRaisers is going towards B. Shox, once again, will find them that opening. They've also been struggling to hold the sandbag, so just start with 3 and B, as HellRaisers have shown that they like to be in there. RPK going to get 2. Mo and Angel giving HellRaisers some brief hope, but I think it's all been extinguished now. It is only Angel left in a 1 versus 3. Will he even make it past Maniac? He will not.
I mean, really well done there from Titan. I mean, pressing into construction, wound up getting Shox a kill. RPK would have fought with a couple, and Maniac made some nice moves there, slipping through a smoke, catching people off guard there inside Monster, since RPK was kind of the distraction inside the center of the site, and they capitalized on it. So the aggressive play pans out, and Op is going to be picked up here. It is going to be passed over to Smiths. So we will see him get inside the bathrooms here, maybe try to take a look at the party and fountain area, see if he can't get a pick. He will have existence for support. And again, committing to basically 3 inside the B bomb site here from Titan.
See Angel lurking around now, coming into construction. You got Doja holding on. Oh, and Angel, the lurk is going to be shut down. Doja, though, still holding on to the connector here for the terrorists. Going to make sure the CTs don't find any early control this far out into enemy territory. However, Smith still being very aggressive and quite a flick down there to bring in that kill on Adrian.
Yeah, really well done. I mean, Sauce got boosted up to grab a pick. Now you see Smiths being able to establish some control in the first level of Parks and get a pick. And, not going to get greedy. They're going to fall back into the site, and they have a really good setup here. They got the 5-on-3. They have everyone in good positions. This should be a Titan round. Like, this is when you got to close.
And they've got 3 now up towards A. 2 in B here for the CTs for the defense. So you can see through X-ray that the bomb is, going down through the stairs. Doja has been controlling for them. They want to storm out the door. And Titan, I like this. They're not still stuck out in, dangerous territory. They've just backed off into the sites. And they're just going to go ahead and hold them. That Molly is going to make Maniac move. RPK will find Kucher. And it's actually Maniac from Headshot that will finish him down with that spray. Maniac also there to trade out on to Doja. Mo gets a kill. Left with a 1 versus 3 in existence. His rotation down to the window. We'll find him that last one. Titan now finding 2 rounds in a row here on the CT side.
Yeah, and I mean, that was just Titan getting a couple of big opening picks in that round. And at that point, just became their round to lose with such an advantage. They would have been hard-pressed to drop that round. It would have been a big play from HellRaisers to get back into it. And good use of counter nades, timing those smokes over at B. HellRaisers was forced to commit to a push with 20 seconds left. They put some key smokes down to kind of split them up and make things easier on themselves. So good play there with the utility. And now HellRaisers low on economy. Maniac getting aggressive, and he finds a pick, 2 in fact.
Uh-oh. Maniac. 2 kills for Monster. He pulled out that P250 to even go for some more. That would look like a knife potential there over towards that sandbags, but Maniac getting that reload in, finds his 3rd kill of the round. He's dropped the bomb middle of Monster, dinks up Doja, almost finds a 4th. Would have been on for the ace, but now out of the round. It's a 4-on-2. Both these 29 HP between the 2 members of HellRaisers right now, Doja and Angel. They'll flash over there, trying to just do some more damage. RPK to find Doja. And that is going to be pretty much the round. Big individual plays from Maniac.
Definitely. I mean, HellRaisers was obviously on kind of a force there. I mean, they had low utility and even a couple of guys on Tech 9, so that kind of lightened up what they had to work with. But just still Maniac and Titan really as a whole are finally starting to shut down this B. I mean, this is a spot where HellRaisers was able to push and at least equal exchange worst case scenario. And then it came to just holding off retakes at that point. But now they're actually just straight up getting shut down, like aggression and construction from Shox or Maniac making a play at Monster. Like now Titan are starting to duel them well on the B side of the map. So you might see HellRaisers in the next gun round really trying to explore the opposite end of the map a bit more. Maybe put a bit more emphasis on it.
Wow, pushing this
round,
Molotov.
they're getting some trades.
And another one going to go down in the bathrooms here, and a smoke as Smith, basically forced them to come up this way, then drops the smoke to close that off, but is brought down, and actually on this round, okay, until RPK steps up, finds 2 headshots just like that. Angel looking for a 1-dig. RPK with his 3rd headshot of the round holds it down, as actually HellRaisers kind of had the man advantage for a little while there. So big play from him. RPK.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the struggle, right? You put the op in an aggressive position at Park, and you just get swarmed by a bunch of pistols just rushing you. That can be a really scary moment, and indeed, as you said, it did cause a man advantage there for HellRaisers for a slight bit, so a bit troublesome, but luckily RPK there to save the day. And now things will stabilize. Mo will actually have the op, I think, for the first time this game on the HellRaisers side of things, so we'll see if maybe he can get some duels here as Smiths and Existence getting very aggressive at upper part.
Oh, that op shot has been baited now. Mo's going to go for the peak. Adrian elsewhere on the map brings down Existence. Shox has pushed close to the end of long A. Will he be able to find another? He's stuck at the rock, can't retreat. And Adrian, man, on these entries, getting 2 just like that. And even another player supporting that as he jumped across Park, baited out that shot from Smiths, let Mo hit his. And that was just really well played from the HellRaisers, who have been kind of, like you said, this is the first op coming out, but they've just now started losing some rounds in a row, so they've pulled out the op on the T side, they switch things up, and they absolutely wreck Titan on that round.
I mean, Titan changed things up too, right? They've been so aggressive at B with 3 players. They switch it up. They switch Shox over to upper Park, and then they make an aggressive play on Fountain. But HellRaisers, they don't let that, shock them, so to speak. They're on top of it, and they're able to even get the better end of that exchange, limiting the Shox to 0 frags, who's kind of the impact player, the guy you're thinking is going to make a play from that rotation position. And that was well done, but Smith's getting aggressive again here with the M4. Mo has the op, finds him, no problem.
That spot's crazy. Like, that smoke goes down. There's no way in hell that one of the HellRaisers players not then just going to look and party, and it turns out that it's an op, so can see through the smoke a little bit easier, at least on the edges of it, that is. And Mo hits that shot easy, but Shox will find a kill with that FAMAS to bring it back to a 4-on-4.
Yeah, so at least being able to even it out, especially in a situation where Titan's on a pretty limited buy, at least they've been able to get an equal exchange here. But HellRaisers still in good control. They're working the Parks 2-2 split. You got Existence in the bathrooms. He kind of has to make the play here with this FAMAS.
Well, it is a FAMAS signed by Smith, so maybe it's got that lucky charm. Smith's okay, not gonna help him out. He's caught looking at the wall as he's trying to dodge some flashes. Adrian just, executes him. That was violent. I gotta cover my eyes, which will make casting difficult, but the bomb is going down over here in the A site. It's only RPK left on this rotation up, and he realizes that would have been insanity to even try. He'll try to hold on.
I actually would be curious to see you try to cast around with no vision.
I think that would maybe upset the many thousands of people here.
Probably, but would be awesome.
I hear AKs.
I hear them walking on wood, so maybe they're in the B-bomb site.
Yeah, right. That would actually be pretty fun.
That would be pretty fun.
Did you ever see there was a show match back in the day in StarCraft between Slayer's Boxer and a blind StarCraft player who played solely off of sound cues? And there was a limitation, obviously. I think Boxer had to wait like 5 minutes or something before he could even like start playing. But it was actually pretty cool. Boxer still won, but I mean, to even attempt to play StarCraft being blind and to actually be able to play, like, he could beat Scrubs, I'm sure.
Okay. There's Shox has been hitting some pretty big 1Ds this
He
game.
has, yeah. That's
unfortunately
they haven't won those rounds.
Much impact, but yeah, it was part of round of victory. You're right, in the B-bomb site. We'll see if it can work the magic here this round, as HellRaisers have been on point this game from the T side, and Kutcher already evening things up at a 4-on-4. And I mean, HellRaisers anticipating this. I mean, they're playing pretty back and passive. I mean, they realize Titan are kind of doing these gimmicky plays now, and so they're just playing cautious and trying to catch those plays. And so far, they've been on point.
Yeah, the Deagle work has been strong, and the Deagle's always been kind of a staple. I mean, I guess because there's so many just like straight up source players between Envious and Titan that they just want the Deagle to work, and they've made it work, but they really seem to love pull the Deagle out on either of these teams.
I think Shox is just that good, to be honest. It's just unfortunate we can't see him on a better squad.
He's like, what was that movie, Wanted, with the curving bullets and whatnot?
I think so.
He can just will that Deagle bullet to not randomly go off to the moon. He can actually make it land on people's heads. As Maniac in a bit of a cheeky spot. He hears those wooden footsteps. He hears the bomb being armed, but Angel takes Maniac out before he can do anything about it. And yeah, might have... Well, no, that wasn't Maniac. So he was playing there, but someone has been DC'd for Titan. Hopefully not anything crazy, and they'll be able to rejoin.
Shox is the one who actually disconnects there, so a pause will be called out before the last round of the half, as HellRaisers has a quite impressive lead here at 9-5. So definitely a tough start here for Titan in this best of 2. They've had a really, I mean, their economy's been under a lot of strain throughout this entire half, to be honest. And so some of the plays they've made, like when they've tried to make some big plays on the A side of the map, HellRaisers just been on top of it, been able to catch it. We have seen Titan finally adjust to like what HellRaisers was doing at B and get a couple of rounds there, but now HellRaisers just kind of shifted their attention to the other side of the map, and they've been very successful with it.
All right, so still just waiting on Shox right now. HellRaisers very obviously has put themselves in position to have a 10-5 half. Already a 9-6 half on the T side of things is... I mean, I don't know, man. That might be too much for Titan to come back from. I mean, HellRaisers are obviously no scrubs. They have ridiculous aim, and I don't really think that they'll be too hard-pressed to hold on to their sights when they switch to the defense.
Yeah, it's really...
Especially
really
if they were to get the pistol in the second half.
I mean, HellRaisers is in a position to really close this out in a pretty one-sided fashion. I mean, they're on the side of the map that is typically unfavored. I mean, obviously, like, Inferno is the biggest CT-sided map in the rotation, right? But when it comes up to, like, what's right behind Inferno, what's the next most CT-sided map, I think Overpass is probably the next map in the running for being like that. And so for HellRaisers to be able to put up this many rounds on the T side, it's definitely not looking good for Titan.
And Train,
although they are a T-sided team in general, right? So maybe that'll help them out, and they'll be able to close this out a bit. Yeah,
it's definitely something to think about as, you know, Titan just juggling some weapons over here in spawn. They don't really have much else to do right now. No word in the chat from any of the teams on the issue.
Right.
So hopefully it won't be too much longer. Take a look at the kills so far. Oh, actually, we can pull up some head-to-heads based on the match already, since we didn't have data on Titan earlier.
Right.
We can try to make up for it now. So, who do we want to look at? What are you thinking?
What are we thinking here?
What PvP do you want to look at?
Look at RPK versus Dozia here. They have the same number of frags.
All
That'd
right.
be cool.
Let's do it up.
Do it.
Let me also
Make
fix the
magic
filters.
happen.
Oh, magic is
Boom.
about to happen.
Boom. Blondie magic?
No.
That magic doesn't work.
There you go. On the screen now, you can see Doja. I mean, having the stats, although there is a 3K there, which will get you extra points on Alpha Draft. Doja, though, with a kill assist death ratio of 1.
Pretty close, right? Except for more ADR for Dozia, obviously, and a slightly bit better efficacy. So they've had pretty equal impact in this game. I mean, it really has been. Like, I remember that one play RPK made at the A-bomb site, the triple kill to kind of save an anti-eco round was definitely a big impact round that he has had this game. And, I mean, he's the guy that everyone was hoping would return to his old tank form back in the early days of CSGO, like 2012.
Back when tanks were in the game. It was kind of a lot like Battlefield.
Right, exactly. Exactly like that, actually. That was just so accurate. I can't even...
Sorry, I haven't heard the tank term, so I had to call you out on it.
Right, so, I mean, he's had a couple of big plays, but you can just see that even though Titan are getting big plays at times, like, they haven't been able to consistently keep that going, and we are back into the game, in fact, so Shox has connected back up. Though he is just on a 5-7 here, he's already taken a lot of damage. But Maniac has found a frag here at B, so they've cleared that out. And they have a lot of information, too, because Maniac shots can be just ran throughout the entire tunnel system and saw that no one was outside B at all. So he's actually going to start making his way over to the A side of the map here. But as soon as he does, HellRaisers begins their trek from stairs back to the back of B.
And it was Kucher struggling at the ladder for a second there. At least he didn't pull an anomaly last night from North American Counter-Strike in the Pro League where he fell down the ladder and died.
Ouch.
Fun at times. Maniac and Shox and RPK are actually all pretty low, so the man advantage is here. Maniac gets another one. Hard not to find a kill when spraying through Monster. And a nice flash here from Titan to hold them at bay a little bit longer, but Adrian is just too good at this entry frag, and he finds another. It evens up. While Existence actually gets the man advantage one more time and finds a second kill for himself on the round. Smiths will move over and close it out. Shocks at 16 HP, well, not even really having to do anything there in the late parts of that round.
Yeah, I mean, HellRaisers making a good adjustment, you know, realizing the rotation happened, fell back to V, but just couldn't get out. I mean, despite a couple of entries down the edge of the smoke, HellRaisers were not able to get deeper into the side, actually get the bomb down or anything like that. So Titan, they close out the last round, get 6 from the CT side, not where you want to be by any means, but like I said, Titan usually known for their T sides. Maybe they can come up with something and try to challenge HellRaisers, especially if they can win pistol. They can tie the game back up from there, and we still have a pretty close, respectful game, but if HellRaisers can get rolling on the CT side, like this map sometimes dictates, this could still be a really one-sided loss for Titan if they're not careful.
I mean, Titan even did okay to start to bring it back, right? Like, we know they had some questionable economic decisions in the first half, so the first quarter of the game, essentially, that, you know, kept them pretty slow. But once they finally won a round, got their money situated, they did take 4 in a row.
Indeed. Yeah.
And
absolutely. And that's a good recovery from being down 6-1, right? To have that happen. So definitely showed us a little bit of life there, but still had a tough half overall.
That they did, and this pistol round in the second half might dictate the outcome of the game, as it so often does.
Flying V.
It's a chance for Titan to obviously try to tie back up at 9-9, and also for HellRaisers to just put some distance, maybe get out to that 12-6 score line.
Playing laser tag right now in the parks. Saw that?
What, with the USBs?
Yeah, man. Saw the laser beams.
Oh yeah, the third person. That's so sick. I love it. So some battling going on to try to control the stairs. Doja really spamming with a USP? I mean, you don't have many bullets. Just does 1 clip and 1 bullet. So 13 in there. A baker's dozen.
Why do they have to have a special dozen, dude?
I mean, they're bakers. They're making it. They can do whatever they want. They're setting the rules. They're dictating the meta of donut sales.
Never understood that, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a term, man.
Just like the whole can't have your cake and eat it too. Then I don't want it. Damn it.
That's true. I guess I wouldn't. I don't even like cake that much, I'm going to be honest.
Wow. Because it's a lie. That's probably why.
Yeah, exactly. The cake is a lie. Let's see. Smith's going to go ahead and jump himself up. Hits it the first time, too. Adrian, this is quite a battle. And, you know, one of the dangers of long A is that there is no retreat out. Somehow Adrian is still able to get behind that little nook. Molotov going into the back of the site. Adrian will finally fall, not able to get a quick peek out. RPK and a Maniac, you know, very, very late and exploding onto this A site until Mo shows up and finds 3. But even still, it's not quite enough. Existence and Shocks will live on. Shocks looking for a personal 300, and he'll get it.
Yeah, I mean, valiant effort there from Mo. I mean, he was in a 1v5 and pulled off 3 frags to try to make an effort there, but that was unfortunately only 3 frags that HellRaisers were able to get that round. Really well done from Titan coming in through the upper park and such. Smith's being able to get a couple of entries there. And now they will be able to buy up a couple of Galeals, a couple of Mac 10s, 1 AK there on to Smith's. We do see the scout coming out from Mo and the upgraded pistol and armor here from HellRaisers. So we'll be able to pose a threat here. They are going pretty heavy towards B, so kind of similar to Titan's eco rounds. As Angel will get really aggressive, but gets caught in the back from stairs, and Titan will use that to start causing some rotates, but they're still going to try to slip that bomb into the A bomb site.
Doja looking to set up a pop flash here. And actually, just for himself. I mean, maybe it was for Mo with that scout. So far, this force up here from the HellRaisers hasn't quite worked out. Maniac actually through the floorboards will take down Mo, and then Doja with a P250 chance for another. Smiths finally takes him out of the round. Now it's a 3-on-2. RPK getting the bomb planted. Smiths has already pushed up towards Graffiti and will catch Kucher as he tries to rotate down. Adrian on the backside of things coming in through the T connector. 5-7 and armor, maybe worth saving, and he will do just that.
Right. I mean, Titan just kind of realizing they have done enough damage at B. You know, the first pick, you know, hey, maybe you think you just caused a rotation, maybe you still want to hit A, but when that second kill comes in from Maniac, they make their way down the stairs and get into B pretty quickly and secure the round, so they will get one step closer to tying this thing up, and HellRaisers likely not going to have much to work with next round, probably take a full save for the most part, so once you get past the second round hurdle, usually the third round's a breeze, and that should lead to Titan tying this thing up early on at 9-9. So like we said, I mean, a good recovery from Titan despite a slow start. They've gotten back into the game. That
they have. Let's see the HellRaisers. We saw a lot of, I don't want to really say ingenuity because it's not like a crazy thing that Titan was doing where they went those force buys were kind of just stacking in the sites. Doesn't look like HellRaisers will do anything of the sort. They're kind of just spreading out for their standard, you know, one long, one out towards Fountain. Actually, into the connectors is Adrian and 3 people towards the bomb site of B. Titan also kind of spreading out, looking to information gather. Maybe put RPK forward with that Mach 10.
Yeah, I mean, they have put a pretty big push onto B. Like, they have information. There's no one short B. But now they know that one is. Shocks gets the kill there. Maniac also catching one in the stairs. And, yeah, Titan are just kind of mowing down HellRaisers, you know, peeking spots one by one, basically. And it's now all up to Kucher. He's got a P2000. He has a dream. Doesn't seem like it's going to be fulfilled, though.
Kucher, well, I mean, he does find one.
Unless his dream was to find one kill, in which case, nailed it.
I mean, who are you to tell him what to dream? Also, we've got more information on a baker's dozen thanks to Acid Penguin. It's called a baker's dozen because they bake a dozen and they also bake another thing so that you can eat it as well. So it's a friendly gesture to have return business. Baker's
I thought
dozen.
it was going to be so they could taste test it to make sure the dozen turned out well.
Those are the greedy bakers.
Oh, okay.
That
That
don't want you to know the truth about Baker's Dozen. Talk about these cupcakes, cousin. Or whatever the line is. RPK is still staying on the Mach 10.
Yeah.
Just gonna throw that out there.
I mean, money's tight, so I can kind of understand it to a degree. I actually see a lot of terrorist teams keep SMGs into the opening gun round, especially like on Cobblestone. You're just going to do like a Skyfall drop or something. You'll just keep it. So maybe you can just see that. Just trying to be really conservative with the money, I suppose. But could still have some use, like clearing out bathrooms or something, some close range fights there.
9-9, so the score is tied. Angel's taking some damage. Titan.
Oh,
are they going to check it? Mo in a corner. That often goes unchecked, but not when you are Titan. They will find it. Doja did bring down Shocks prior to that, though. Kucher getting spanned out through the fence. Tries to peek out! 16 HP. Almost gets the triple spray down. The lineup was real, and now Adrian is in here behind them. Titan with that lineup may have actually just lost themselves the round. A lot of low players here on the CT side of things. It's a 1v4 that is almost... actually has some plausibility behind it, but he can't do it. He only finds one.
Yeah, I don't know who that was, but they just did so much damage with that lineup, actually, with the Silence and 4 there from the stairs. It got him a kill, and it was basically just like awarding him so many assists for that as well. Really well done from HellRaisers. Despite Mo getting caught in the corner, and that kind of blew up one of their ninja plays in that round to try to make an impact, they recovered well with those rotations. And Titan, they're going to lose the round. They still can full buy here. Smith's still going to be able to get the op. AKs across the board, so they still have the utility. Smith's looking for a pick here at Monster. No one going to peek out just yet, so he's not going to find an early ROI here as Dozier just kind of plays back towards the barrels. And Angel gets aggressive and finds an even trade.
Wow, throwing business terms out as dust. Doja from the barrel is going to bring down Smith. Shocks in the backside of that canal. Now has support from his buddy coming up on the sandbags, but Doja's there. Will find one. Maniac helps out Shocks. And now a 2-on-2. Maniac is very low down to 12 HP. There's a minute on the clock, so you will see the terrorists retreat out. Oh, Moo.
Almost.
Excuse me, Mo had the right idea. He knew they were retreating out to go up that connector. Adrian knows it as well. Time's not even that tight. I'm not sure why RPK is running into the open with his knife out. That almost cost him his life and
hoping
the
to beat
round.
the rotation, maybe.
You're really, as a terrorist, you're going to beat a CT rotation? That is a dream right there. At least on overpass. Oh, and there's that train that everybody loves.
Roll train. Kevin just on top of things with that camera right now.
Even catching the
scenery.
The map triggers. It's just that good. And this is actually a perfect view. You can see that Mo is not rotated up. Maniac trying to creep his way in, and Adrian here behind the semi truck will very quickly almost flicks over to RPK. Just that pesky box in the way, and Adrian will just do it himself, man. He is so good at aiming. It's a little ridiculous.
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, everyone on HellRaisers really stepped up. Like, before the game started, we kind of talked about how, we had Dozier, Mo, kind of the names that we favorite, but Kucher's been having a good season so far in CEVO, but they're top fragger and bottom fragger. Only 3 frags apart and 3 at 13. And what's even crazier is just noticing how tight the frag distribution is across both teams, really. I mean, top fragger at 16 frags of the server, but the bottom fragger's only at 10, so, like, just really tight It's just been where the impact of those frags have been, and HellRaisers had a slightly better edge in that regard as they have Titan on yet another, pretty much a force buy here from Titan, just trying to see if they can't make something happen with the quick B hit with these Tech 9s.
Oh, there's one. Smiths is on the board, and another Shocks. Well, that's not a Tech 9, that's an AK. Or is it a Tech 9? Can't really tell. Angel moving in from the canal, trying to take off some heads. Will not find Existence. Existence falling in with that P250 headshot, and now it's Adrian left to pick up the pieces here in a 1v3. Does only have a flash, and we'll actually just throw that to retreat out. So this will be the 10th round on the board now for Titan.
Yeah, I like that with Titan. That's one of the few situations I actually see that happen, where you put your rifle on your star player, like the guy who can make a play with it, and that is going to be Shocks, and he in fact deals you a couple of frags and allows those Tech 9s some leeway as well to pushing through the smoke up the short and being able to get some picks as well. And sometimes you don't see teams do that, and I think that's kind of like a mistake to not to get the most out of your team. You got to get the rifles to the impact player, and that's what Titan does, and it yields them around.
Oh god, Kevin trying to make us all throw up. And here we are, Kevin, arriving in T-spawn.
Just commended him, and then he took us on a roller coaster ride.
Ridiculous.
Sorry guys. Hope you're not gagging.
There should be a theme park. Are there any theme park levels? I don't think so. There was that one. What was the gym level? That was all like crazy and ridiculous. That came out in like an operation ago.
No clue. The what level?
It was like a sports gym. Came out in an operation. It was a hostage map. It was actually
yeah, no clue.
Like the closest thing to a theme park that I could think of.
There's a zoo.
Yes,
I know that
based
one.
on the Pittsburgh Zoo. I've been there. But anyways, this was that round. Adrian saved that M4 and Kevlar helmet. He'll be taken out of the round by a well-placed headshot from Smith. Shock still trying to battle with Angel. He cannot bring... Really? Angel, just a P250, no armor? And Shocks wasn't able to find that kill. I don't really think it's put them in too much danger here, but it is still a chance for Angel to save an AK, which Titan don't want to let happen.
And Titan, how about that? They're going to tie up the game for the first time after having, like we said, a slow start. They've been slowly recovering little by little, and they finally made it full circle for the most part, evening it back up. But can they actually take the lead for the first time in the game? That is kind of the next achievement they need to unlock to move along and possibly still steal this map away, despite the fact that HellRaisers gave them such a big run in the first half. And Titan, they're figuring things out here. They're getting some big plays out of pretty much their whole lineup. Obviously Shocks, but Maniac and Smith's not too far behind. And yeah, they've made a game out of this, which is good, because for a moment there, it was looking kind of lopsided.
Yeah, well, chat has informed me that apparently that map is just called Gym. So there you go. Sometimes the simplest answer is the best. There's actually a word for that.
But is it Jim or Jim? Question.
That is the question. 11-11. So lots of ones up there on the scoreboard. Things are all tied, getting in to this late on the first map here, overpass the pick of the HellRaisers, but we're expecting Titan to do well. They certainly started off slow. They're starting to bring it back, but Maniac goes in to control this area of the map with a bomb. Mo takes him down, and that's a lot of information over to the HellRaisers.
Look at the response when they push to construction. They actually back off. Like, they kind of realize it's not really a favorable space to really be able to hold the bomb. So they actually do just go ahead and back off. Existence, though, having to take some time to be patient and make sure everything's clear first. But Titan, in the meantime, have taken the A bomb site, but they try to get a little bit too pushy, and they get caught for it by Kucher.
All right, well, on this round, it doesn't look like things are going to work out for Titan. That is for sure.
They're all over the place.
RPK and that A site and Mo from the bank, they've spotted each other. So they know where RPK is if they want to try to bring him down. Existence is also trying to work his way in. He has picked up the bomb, so, well, finding the plant here, this is actually turning into maybe a bit of a chance here for Titan, but as RPK will fall, now Existence all alone. He's planted, he falls out, he wants to go towards long. He's left in a 1 versus 4. There's maybe 2 people he can kill with these. They are rotating up now. That's Angel and Mo. He'll miss his first shot. Now only 13 here in the magazine. That's going to be a problem. He pulls out the P250 and he goes down.
Yeah, rough round there from Titan. I feel like they were just all scattered their brain after they lost a bomb like that. I mean, you saw them try to push into A a little bit, try to get into the CT spawn area, and They got caught there on that rotation spot. They even tried to slip one into B. He got caught as well. So just everything got stacked up against Titan there after that opening pick from Mo and the stairs. They could just never really recover. They were trying to, scrape something together and climb their way back in, but it just didn't happen. And so HellRaisers still holds off Titan from grabbing a lead in this map. But, still fully decked out Titan here. Let's see what they're going to do. We do see the Op and a rifle heading over towards B. Shox going to get aggressive here. Will he push through the fire? Yeah, he will. Ball's a steal right now, but Dozia remains alive behind the barrels.
Have you ever thought about that expression, how uncomfortable that would be? How low those might hang?
Yeah, but that's what you need to get through fire like that and make plays.
Well, that's
Didn't work,
true. Doja gonna find one. RPK getting his team on the board. Still faced with the 3 versus 4. And Angel over at barrels. Players making the rotations in. The bomb has been spotted, so HellRaisers rotating. RPK finds another 2 on the round for him. He's finally taken out of it, and HellRaisers maintain that man advantage. Angel in a good spot. He's spotted Existence, but Existence too quick. He'll take out Angel. It's even to back up now. 55 seconds still on the clock. Existence getting another, and well, this is probably why he had those better stats with some of his previous members, or the previous members of the team from the last season. Existence was doing better than we might have thought.
That was close.
And yeah, that was close, man. Maniac just staying alive with 9 HP and tying it
what a recovery
right
Titan,
back
man.
up.
I mean, things didn't look good when Shox went down like that, trying to make a play, and then Dozia being able to remain alive and getting that rotation in. They got the opening 2 kills of the round, but RPK in Existence hitting some really just super accurate shots there inside the B side to open it back up and eventually secure it, though it did come down to a close 1v1, but nonetheless, they re-tie it up. They force HellRaisers into like a force buy situation, and they have a great chance to, like I said, take their first lead of the game. Comes late, but that's all that matters, is that you get it and hold on to it. So we'll see if they can do just that.
The Mac 7 is in the smoke. Where are we? Oh, he's actually pushed up towards Fountain. Sometimes I can't even tell. RPK maybe in a bit of danger. Now Adrian will fall first. Existence finds a Maniac as well. Going to bring down Mo, and that's a 5-on-3 for Titan. Man, on the home stretch now of this first map here, and Titan finally starting to look like themselves again. A team that took it to OT at a major on a ridiculously massive stage. Millions, literally millions watching. And then here online, they were struggling against HellRaisers. It was definitely concerning, but it looks like they might just get out of this with the map point for overpass.
Indeed. I mean, they are going to, like we said, take the lead for the first time this game, which is something that has been eluding them time and time again throughout, but they finally made it there. So we'll see if they can close it out. I mean, still playing really cautious here. They know there's still a couple of guns in play, so they need to be a bit careful, but here comes the full straight up B execute.
Oh my god.
These 1Ds this game, my man.
Yeah, it's been exciting to watch if you're a fan of the Deagle. Unfortunately, as a viewer, that's fantastic. As a player, doesn't matter at all. 1 kill looked nice, but you lost the round, and the round is the currency that you need to buy yourself a map victory. That's how you buy points in CEVO. And HellRaisers now broken with their money on the CT side of things. Titan, pending a ridiculous upset of round 26, are looking to push forward to 14 on the board.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're going to get really aggressive in the parks here. HellRaisers pressing 3 through upper and putting Angel into the stairs, so they're trying to get aggressive here and find some early picks. And Maniac, he could fall prey to one. Oh, he sees the blood on the wall, so he knows he's there. He'll flush him out with the Molotov and make sure he gets the kill. Good awareness there from Maniac.
RPK, man. If only the bullets would chop that tree down. Either way, they will find him. Everyone going to survive. Smith's the only one without a kill here. Would have been the near team ace for Titan as they close out that round, keeping everybody up. That's big. Look at all this money. They've got a couple rounds here. Even if they drop one, they'll have rifles, and it's going to make the comeback hard for HellRaisers. They're stuck in that buy-save rotation. Well, they're really not, right? Because if they lose this one, they're going to buy up as they would be faced with the map loss.
Right, but it would only be $2,900, right? So they wouldn't, there's definitely no chance for M4s, even FAMAS armor to low utility or pistol armor nades. So this is definitely going to be the round they need to win if they want to have a comfortable chance. Otherwise, they're going to be hard-pressed to come back.
Oh, okay, Angel has got that information. Maniac might have seen that. Oh, wow, Maniac definitely winning that spray down battle. He is brought to 49 HP. Angel, though, all the way down to 13. Bathroom controls has been taken over here by Titan. And I'm assuming that Smith, because he has an op, will miss the jump the first time up to that flower bed. It's not actually that easy. And now just deciding to fall off. Uh-oh, Shocks. Molotovs himself right now. That aim punch may be coming into effect.
Yep.
Even though it's not that noticeable with armor, I think it was enough. And Shocks, well, whatever. He'll get revenge for that fallen Molotov. He'll bring down Doja. Existence going to find another entry that cleaned up Angel, who did get on the board for 1 frag. Now it's a 4 versus 3. Shocks is very low.
Yeah, I think Titan's just done it, though. I think they've done just enough. And, I mean, HellRaisers have to save these 3 and 4s because that's actually going to be the only 3 guns they have to challenge Titan when they go for the W. So they have to just, you know, recycle these and back off and allow Titan the map point here. So, I mean, again, what a turnaround from Titan to have such a poor start and to be able to fight right back. And as we said, I mean, no one's really shining and no one's really doing terribly. Like, everyone in the server is at a pretty equal number of frags, so it has been just such a close game through and through. Even the win streaks that you look at, each team only stringing together at maximum 3 or 4 rounds at a time. So it's been such a tight race lately.
Yeah, it really has. But that's 15-12, and that save was of vital importance. I'm actually surprised that Titan... I mean, I guess the map is fairly large. They obviously have the money. They could have hunted for that, and you know, HellRaisers coming to this round with about $3,000. Only because they saved those guns do they have full rifles. Some players had to drop there. And Angel even with a FAMAS. Adrian with no head armor, no nades, just an M4. Let's see if Titan can close it out here. This would also make a streak of 5. That would be the most so far in this match. Oh my gosh, they open up the door while lined up. Angel gets 1, another down to 10 HP. Kucher, though, will fall. Look at Shock started to hit these headshots. It's a 4-on-3 now. Existence also in a spot. Okay, or Smith will just do it. Molotov landing on Angel, forcing him to move. Smith finds another Tech-9 and then into an op kill. And now it is just Mo left to pick up the pieces. Some of those pieces are maybe a little broken. Some low HP on the Titan members. That leads to a quick spray down of 2 players from Mo, but now down onto 6 HP. He's got to win the 1v2. RPK, maybe the man to watch here with 92. Yeah, he'll peek out and he'll get it done. 16-12. Titan will take HellRaisers map pick of Overpass.
I mean, we talked about a Titan known for being able to put together some big T sides. I mean, Existence really good at the mid-round reads, being able to dictate the rotations and manipulate them effectively. And, I mean, they did it. They put up a colossal T side there. I think they only dropped 2 rounds the entire half. Despite the fact they were down at one point, you know, 6-9 coming into it. They just run right through, winning those 10 rounds. So great effort there from Titan. They will take the first map. Our second map will be Dust 2 to determine if Titan can actually win the series, get those extra points on the standings, or can HellRaisers even it up and continue to avoid any losses so far this season, or any ties, really. I think they've won both games they've played so far. So we'll see what happens here as we will take a quick break before the second map goes live.
Yeah, that we will, guys, so stay tuned.